Welcome back to the NDS. We're here at Stafford for race 12 of the season. Quick look down qualifying. And back up we go. This race is going to be the short track of the season. Tiger Man on pole. Rounding out, take the green flag. Kick off the Deer Park 250. Restart looks good so far. Solid effort on the outside lane for Hyperdrive to take the lead here. But Tiger Man fights back on the inside. Then 33, they're going to still continue 1-2. CS Fast and 11 in the third. And that groove right there. The top two still not getting off each other. Oh, 34 goes up the track of it into the 33. So Hyper gets out into the wall, back down to third. Following in line. That might affect how Hyper's car drives, but not sure. And then back out through the top 10. Yeah, Ben McDonald looking for a spot on the 66. And Misty Viper taking that final spot for 10th. So far, so solid. Oh, that one racer goes around. It's going to be big on the backstretch. Number of cars having to slow down or get around there. Oh, more trouble in the back. BS Fast and 11 and the Puff get a little out of control there. Early disaster for the one team. That one racer not doing so hot here. He tried to contest the spot from Team Duke and ends up going around off of turn 2. Code Warrior just gets right into it, and the stack up for Ben and the 8, others getting into each other as well. Zents and just traffic just backing up there. Actually, extra trouble for the 50 and the 12. The 50 just has to slow up, goes up and gets into the 12. That's a lot of guys with some damage. Code Warrior looks like he just got out of pit road. And I think that's everybody cycling out. So yep, Toad Warrior comes out repairing that car down in 30th. Ben McDonald got a hit. He's still 9th. Krugermeyer rounding out the top 10. And it looks like Mizzou 12th with a little bit of damage. Not sure where the 8 went. All the way back in 21st with that. But it's going to be those at the front. Tiger Man continuing to be out front as we take the restart. This time he gets it good. Got Watts walking up the track here. This is like spots inside the top 5. A 77. Just trying to play patient here. Team Duke. Dog walking up the track a little bit as Jake gets underneath the 10. Can't do anything with it. This time the 10 goes way up. That's going to open up a line as we got some dirt there. Caution. I think it was Racer again. Telling you, it doesn't look good. I think he just sees. Laundry Sauce got caught out with a pit entry, and that's what causes a stack up in the back. Racer and Jerry both involved. Toad Warrior slowing down for it. And you can see Jerry just has nowhere to go. Kyle D having to shoot right through. And Toad Warrior just navigating it as well. Laundry Sauce a lap down. That's weird right now. 99 finds himself in a bad spot. He'll be lining up with the leaders though, so Tiger Man will have something to negotiate come the restart. Whenever the fuck we get it. Jesus Christ. Everyone's still on track though, so no panic here. The guys in the back are trying to get it sorted out. Racer and Toad not having the best of days. But it is what it is. Jake picked up fourth, and top two were still the same as it was after the 33. Fell back to third. And back to this restart again. 99 not looking fast on the jump there. So now they're going to have to figure out how to work around Sauce as others are putting up with him. Yeah, definitely did a lot of numbers back there, but there's some decent battling. I think I saw, give me the right car for fuck's sake. It is just outside the top 10 and even within some spots. Team Duke giving a good side-by-side with Ben. Ben kind of using him up a little bit, trying not to let him have the line he wants. While at the same time just trying to take the inside or the outside. I think top 10 back to 71. One of those drivers that just needs a good run. 43 does as well. Currently fighting for 11th just isn't going to be enough to salvage whatever's happened bad early this season. So they're going to try and fix whatever major malfunctions could be happening to this car. Yeah, the 6 is rolling the outside decently well. Sing my praises to that team. The 6 maybe getting a little too high. It now has to contend with Mizzou for spots. Keep falling back on the high side, just never ends well. Nine out of Laundry Sauce currently running 30-30s, one down. Racer's also one down, about to go two down. So the one team absolutely in a bad spot. They're going to get lapped again. Pretty convincingly here as well. Tiger Man just rolls through second. Third is Hyperdrive 282. RS Fast and Lonesting fourth. And fucking Ringo dude back there in the top 5. That's 66. If they're going to want to get something going for the lead, first they have to run down the 34. Problem is Tiger Man has been having restarts so good, I'm not sure if they can catch him. And now they got to deal with the lap cars that he's passed. So the leader is definitely not enjoying their time here. Well, except for the 34, he's having a blast, but the others, it's like a frustrating goose chase that you can't really catch the guy you're looking for. Jake back down to 7th. Ben McDonald sitting in that 8th position. He got by that first yellow's calamity pretty well and now is looking for a little bit more. But Duke is now looking to get underneath, see what he's got. They're all going so quick. Code Warrior has not had pace with the damage, so he is definitely not looking forward to finishing this one out. Currently running 32nd, trying his best to stay on the lead lap as the 34 is closing in. Pretty fast, I would say. As long as they could keep Racer on the high side, they could just pass them all. Pass him without real issue here. I think Hyperdrive's trying to get by the 1 while trying to defend from the 10. Trying to play like both offense and defense at the same time could be one of those grueling things to do in a race car. It's just really hard. It's Team of 10 getting a really good run off of the exit 2. Can't really stick it there. Now it's back to square one for this team. Misty Viper, who's currently in 6th, is actually approaching, but he also might be in the having to play both offense and defense at the same time when he catches a 66, but has to defend from the 77. Nothing spectacular so far for this team. They're just running where they are, trying to take advantage of passing the 1 like that. And now the battle for 2nd is kind of kicked up as everybody's getting behind CS Fastlane 11 for that 2nd spot. Meanwhile, the 34 has gone and lapped the 60. Seeing how close relatively it is compared to the leader is just kind of sad. How Tiger Man is able to drive out to such lengths, but nothing for 2nd and beyond there. Just having that, I wouldn't say too much clean air, but like just got a full head of steam and ready to go. I think the 99's been lapping faster than the 60 at that point. That's kind of sad. Meanwhile, these 4 are all stacked up behind the 11. CS Fastlane 11 qualified well and got the 2nd place pretty easily, but hasn't been able to make much headway ever since. Seeing what can they do to get around? That's going to be the question here. I think Hyperdrive going to make the first move to get underneath for 2nd. And not going to go down without a fight, but I think just having such a good car, able to get him around the low side and into that position he needs. Even Misty Viper back on the back bumper of the 66. He's trying to get underneath the 10. Ringo trying to pass RS fast in 11. Doesn't have like the momentum he needs on the exit of that turn, and is trying to defend from the 31. It's like a more frustrating version of a DRS train, only made slightly more frustrating that the number 33 is hunting down our leader. Tiger Man kind of got stuck in traffic with Jerry and BS Fast Lane 11. So Hyper could run that down. Meanwhile, RS Fast Lane 11 and CS Fast Lane 11 are both trying to negotiate third from each other. And the 66 might try to catch this battle here. The 11 goes up a bit there. I don't think the 10 was prepared for it that time. It's a really big shame. If you know your opponent's going to mess up, you can capitalize there. But when you commit to the line you're already running, it's hard to really get what you want. Running the higher line can set you up for a stronger run, but you lose time in the middle of the corner. That's just brutal there. Ben McDonald running 8th. Yeah, this onboard really tells you the whole story. Just when you're this close to the action, almost like boots on the ground. You see Ben's persistentness to pass Jake. I wouldn't say use him up, but scare him into running a line that he doesn't want to run. Everybody likes that white line that goes around the bottom of the corner. Right there, the 77 actually trying to peek to the 31. Yeah, I don't really particularly see something happening. Oh, but 31 up there. Oh, that was close. They're all trying to pass each other, and someone's got to give, and Ben was the one that gives. As side by side for 6. They're both trying to not go too fast in the corner, but also it's like a game of chicken. You want to go faster than the guy you're racing, but not too fast, or else you'll make a big mistake, which could be costly for plenty of drivers. And this game of chicken that Jake and Misty are playing is really frustrating Ben. He just wants someone to go so he can go too. I'm thinking the 31, every time I think the 31 has the advantage, the 77 just makes a little bit more progress, ever so slightly. I think the 77 finally got the pass there. Wrong way. Now they're coming up on lapping the 60 of Toad Warrior. This group all has to negotiate him. But the 60 just doesn't have any real race pace, so it could be easy to set up a pass here. RS Fast 11 putting the lap there. The 66 has been so patient, but don't think they're going to be waiting for him to make the move. I think the 77 is looking to start moving up the track as well. Actually, the 60 is putting on a really good defense from the 10, which is funny. But maybe that's the pass that finally gets made. The 99's be in trouble for Hyper and CS as they both close in for second place. That battle that might happen. But honestly, the 34, Tiger Man, our leader, might be just as slow on the whatever lap cards he's got dealing with. Well, where is our leader anyway? He's lapped all the way up. 28th of Fink is a lap down. The Puff went down. So if you're like a Born Ready or Darkest Presence type, you gotta watch out because leader's coming for you. Team Duke in 9th. And seeing just maybe they want to go to the low side, but don't really know the high side has like more power than they think. If this race was built like Chicagoland, where they try out more lines, is maybe actually really cool. So far, it's just not meant to be. Outside the top 10, you got KSS, BSS, Krugemeyer, and Logan all here for 11th. They've been going pretty hard for it. Seto, respectable 14th. Canadian Lux 15th. Mizzou, Landon, Zentz, Dirtman 5, and Racing Fan 880 rounding out the top 20. Fred Jones, Kyle D, Frosty to Otter. Yeah, a few lap cars here. Gamma, Tears, East Lemp, and Darkest Presence. This is 24th. And notice the leader right behind him as the 20 making a pit stop. I think East Lemp might be beginning these pit stops here. All fair. We're going to see if any of the lead lap cars make it entry here. It's going to be the 34. Some drivers go around another lap. Some go in this lap. I think the 34 might be credited with leading that lap. But the 10, 66 are our lead cars. Now Jake accredited with being the lead car. '77 in. 34 out. That one racer has stayed out and actually made up some spots. The caveat being that I think that he can't go the distance. So the one is essentially living on borrowed time at this point. Not like it really matters anyways, because Tiger Man's already put him one lap down anyways. Instead of the usual 2 laps down. And all said and done, the 34 just gets the lead anyways. So Tiger Man leading this race with the only real big swing is that a few cars did not have the pit stop they wanted. Krugemeyer among them, she did not have a great stop at all. Currently 32nd on track. The Puff kind of blew it. Jake and Zent. Ringo's there in 6th. Team Duke 7th. 8th is Misty Viper. 9th is KSBSS. And 9th is Frosty Wusky. And KSBSS rounds out the top 10. That means Ben did not like the pit stop there. There's only about 23 cars in the lead lap. Ben currently 15th among them. And Laundry Sauce actually is on the lead lap, despite the fact that he has been one lap down for a while now. So 99 not really giving up hope yet, but the leader is right there, and there's so much traffic around the leader that it's going to be difficult to really maneuver through. Tiger Man's trying. That's all that really matters here. If a 34 can put down an effort to keep this thing rolling, and it's not that bad. They're all the drivers are trying to deal with the 99, who's out there on like worn tires, are much less fresh than the competition. So even the other lap cars around the 34, that's what they're dealing with, the 99. At that point, just kind of sick of his shit, to be honest, as he peels in this time by. Now Hyperdrive has to deal with all that traffic that just got done with dealing with laundry sauce. That one Racer comes in this time as well. The one team not running a good race at all. Logan's on like the brink of the top 10. And like 5th place, Jake, Team Duke, and fucking Ringo, dude. They're all like right there for it. I think even the 71 is a little further back, just out of frame. Yeah, the 31 as well. They both are looking for that every spot they can get. CS Fast 11 4th, RS 3rd. There's so much traffic. 22 cars on the lead lap. I'm rather concerned for the anyone who isn't the leader right now. Like, can they catch him? Because he's in traffic too, but so is everyone else. Canadian Lux has made his way up to 11th. An interesting climb for this team. They're just trying to get every last point they can as like a fringe playoff contender. So the 9 team doing a great job of what they can. Jake took 5th back as we onboard 71. We can see like that murderer's row of cars in front here that everyone's running down, both lead and lap down cars alike. Short tracks in this game have one word to describe them. It is domination. Usually when you're in front of a short track, you usually just kind of get out front, stay out front. You live out front for a while to come. 71 making a move on the 31 of Misty Viper. Seeing just how crazy the traffic gets. Working traffic isn't just a plate track activity. You also do it at short tracks very often. We're within 20 laps to go. This has been a race, so to speak. Now we see a little ways up ahead, RS Fast 11 in 2nd place. He is right up there. Dirtman 5 is 2 laps down, just one of many lap cars between 2nd and 1st. Tiger Man kind of running the show here. Laps continue to fall off the board like melting butter. At that point, everyone's just kind of settled in to their own little groups, just trying to make progress with what they have on their plate. That's the number 5, giving RS Fast 11 a run for his money, but the 10 gets by. And now the 33 has to make that pass as well. Yeah, the gap usually gets to be pretty big. It never went below like 3 seconds, and now it's back up to like 4. It could be more than 4. I think the gap might be growing at this rate. RS actually slightly reeling him in, but it's not enough time. A plethora of these drivers all running around to stay on the lead lap. Kyle D is 19th place, last car on the lead lap. I think after that it goes to guys like the 38 of Racing Fan, the 8 Frosty the Otter. The Toad Warrior just fucking KO'd the wall there, slightly off screen, but still, he did. And Kyle D is just, he hasn't done anything wrong. It's just how much better the leader is at this than the others. Like, you can't blame any of these midfielders for just hitting their marks, doing their job. Just what it is. The 5 right in front of CS Fast 11. This could be a 4th place bout between CS and Jake. You know what? Speaking of fast lanes, I've had my doubts about RS Fast 11. I think he's really come alive this particular season as he gives the bump to the 60. RS Fast 11 really putting in like good runs, very fast. He's got speed, but he's only able to have one win this season despite the plethora of really good runs. Meanwhile, the 34 Tiger Man has been held up in traffic for a while. He's just got less than 5 laps to get it done. I think that this could be his race, but not sure. 4 to go. As we run to 3 to go, we can see just how aggressive some of these mid drivers are. I got the 71, the 84, and the 31. They're all battling for spots inside the top 10. They know what points mean, and they're going to try to get as many as they can. Camera's back on. 34, 2 to go. Kyle D looking for one last position. That's the 38. The rookie giving it a solid run, all things considered, doing what he needs to do. But Tiger Man has just been the one. And he's got the white flag as 1 to go. Three and 4 for the final time. From wire to wire, it is going to be Tiger Man that wins at Stafford. And those two are going to battle for that lead lap spot. Give it everything they can off the final corner. It looks like Kyle D going to get the position. There you have it. A short track that really could have gone better for others. So much better. That 10 did cut that deficit down by about half the distance they usually were, but it was not meant to be. That is the result we have down the board for everybody, and we will see you next time. Take care.